Every time I video, my face just gets shinier and shinier. Okay, I blotted with the paper towel, but it's just the fact that I moisturize all the time, and then I sweat because it's so hot here. It's like 117. When I got in my car, when I went to go to Walmart just now, it said 124, 129. I can't remember. But either of those two numbers are not good. But I wanted to show what I got for my work starting in 2 days. I need a purpose in life, and this is my purpose. This is why I moved. So yeah, I will just go through it. I got a lunchbox. I have a lunchbox already, but the unfortunate part is, and I'll show you, is it's kind of limiting size-wise. So it's obviously like wider than this one, generally. This one though is taller and expandable, so I can stack stuff. This one is not expandable. It keeps things cold pretty well. It's insulated. I haven't actually opened this one up, but so far this one I believe has an ice pack. But I did buy an extra ice pack. Oh, I'm gonna move you guys back a little bit. There we go. So I have room on the counter. But this one's an Arctic Zone, which is like pretty classic. There's black. I always get black lunchboxes. I mean, I'm trying not to, but I usually always had a black lunchbox when I was growing up. So finally excited to not have one anymore. And I picked this one. It's not like my dream color, but it's something my mom would buy, and it just reminded me of her. So I was like, you know what, let's do it. Another thing to note is I was on the phone with my electric company, and they said that in order to keep my bills lower, because it's so hot here, I should keep my thermostat at 78 to 80 degrees. Because if it's going to be 100 and whatever outside, then why do you need it to be 72 degrees inside? That's like a 40, at least 40 minimum degree difference. So like, I get it, but dang, that's crazy. Okay, cool. So I just opened it up. Looks like there's a little compartment. I'm assuming for my ice pack, I guess. I don't know. And then here's the ice pack. And then I also got another one. I got another gel one. I really like gel ones. I don't like hard-sided ones. I'm not sure why. So I have, look at that. Wow. I'll just lock her up in there. I like two ice packs because it makes me feel better. But this part's expandable, so let's expand it. Kind of reminds me of those duffel bags with like the shoe bottoms. A lot of suitcases have expandable pouches, but I grew up in a carry-on family, so I was taught not to expand it. So I'm not familiar with expanding things. Ta-da! So automatically that gives me a lot of height to stack stuff. If I want to put a water bottle in here. Like this lunchbox I do really like. Functional, it works out. I got rid of the strap. I don't know why I did. Both of these lunchboxes are $15 comparatively. This one's I got it at Target. It's like that athletic brand, like All in Motion or something. I think. I'm not sure. Whatever that logo is. It has a zipper pocket on the outside and a zipper pocket on the inside. So that's nice. And then it just has like a short compartment. But that's my issue, is it's just so short. And I could put like one Tupperware and then like a couple things there, and that's about it. This one, I should be able to like, okay, I can put a Tupperware in there, I can stack it, I can move it. And it expands if I need extra room. And there is like all this extra space up here, you know, like that's not to go to waste. So we'll see. Both of these are 15 bucks, so I mean, that's good enough. I saw ones from Walmart that were $10, but this one came with a ice pack, and it wasn't black. And it was in the kids' lunchbox section, but I don't think that's a kid's lunchbox. I mean, it doesn't look like a kid's lunchbox, does it? Like, do colors make things look like kids' lunchbox? I don't know. I don't care. I'm not gonna be a popular girl with one of the popular little lunchboxes. And then I got utensils. I wasn't going to. I was just gonna use some of the leftover utensils I have from before my move. I have like a few like ones that are mismatched. But I saw these ones, and they fit together in this little case, and I hate putting utensils that like roam around the lunchbox, especially after you use them. If you aren't washing your dishes at work, then that's disgusting. Like, not that you don't wash your dishes, but like putting, you know, unwashed ones. So I'm gonna wash these guys, and then it's gonna go in my lunchbox and call it good. And I don't know, they look pretty nice. They match my theme of this lunchbox, so that's also cool. That looks like my theme is just like a lot of mint greens and blues and stuff, because that's what my pots and pans look like. And then the real reason I went to Walmart was to buy some Diet Dr. Pepper for my friend who is cooking me food tomorrow, and I asked her what I should bring, and she said nothing, but if I wanted to be nice, I could bring Dr. Pepper. And then she's like, if you want to be extra nice, you could bring Diet Dr. Pepper. And then I was like, okay, do you guys prefer the cans or the bottle? Because the bottle is so cheap, so much cheaper, and there's so much more in there. But they're like, we prefer the mini cans. And I'm like, oh my goodness. You know how much mini cans are? 10 Diet, or whatever that one is, the non-regular one, is $7 for 10 cans. Or I could get a big, I think it's at least, I guess it's 30 ounces or something. You know what I'm talking about, those big bottles, for $2.50. But they wanted the cans. So I ended up just finding a 6-pack of the regular cans, and I'm hoping that's good enough. I don't know if I'm being a good friend or not. She is like making me food, but I didn't ask her to make me food. And I am driving all the way out there, and that's like 30 minutes on this economy's gas. So hopefully it's not a big deal. And her boyfriend's like really wealthy, so I'm sure he can afford his own fancy little cans, but that's okay. He's been very nice to me and her, like oh my gosh, I'm stuttering. Beginning to be friends, because I moved to this town. I knew her back in my hometown, or not my hometown, but where I went to college. But we weren't like super close, but we were close. And then now I'm moving here, so we're like getting closer, if that makes sense. And he's been really nice at like facilitating that. So anyways, I mean, he definitely does deserve it, but like I didn't find a 6-pack of the mini Diet. Okay, if I did, I would have bought it, but I didn't. And there was no mini cans in reach. Anyways, I'm done explaining myself. I got a planner, and it has little geese on it. This one was $10 from Pen & Gear, and I wanted a big planner. I didn't want a tiny one. I've had a tiny one. I bought a very expensive planner off the internet. It was like a spiritual planner, so it had like Bible quotes in it, and it was made for Catholics, which is cool because usually you find like scripture planners, but you don't actually find like Catholic planners. So that was nice, but it was like $50 up. I don't remember if it was 50 or like 60. I think it was 60. It was called She's Worth It, or She Worthfulish. I don't remember. It's like She's Worthy or something like that. I don't know. It's a Catholic brand. Whatever. I am done spending, because it wasn't really that worth it. Like, it was nice, but I just don't want to do that. So I looked for a cheaper one, and I love this one so far because a lot of the things that I want it has. So let's walk through. Actually, I can film the other way. Okay, so you can see part of my tripod. My bad. Just ignore her. Anyways, so it has a sticker sheet, which is cool. It has like out of office and planes and travel and stuff. And then it has like contacts, like important contacts, emergency contacts, personal info, holidays, which is what I wanted, and then a whole calendar year overview. And this is 2026. It's a 2026-2027, so then you get both, right? And that was also super nice. I wanted one that started in July because right now it's August 1st. So I didn't want to waste like half the planner before I even got, and then I'd have to buy another planner in 6 months. So I'm going to fill out this one just to kind of practice, but I'll walk you through the month. Okay, so it has a notes page at the end, but I guess actually this is the first one. So it has monthly goals, it has this month's focus, important dates, highlights, looking ahead, monthly affirmations, which is cool. I could put like, if I wanted to, I could put scripture there. I'm not going to do that probably, but reminders and then notes. So this is kind of all redundant, but it's good. And then you have the beautiful over-month view. I always like this. This is my favorite page. And then the like to-do areas. So these are like my to-do spots, and then this is like free-form writing. This isn't my favorite like page that you can get, but that's okay. And then notes. As long as I just kind of have like a set to-do list here, That's like the most important. And then obviously it all repeats until the end. You can see my little socks. Da-da-da. And I believe there's a folder. Oh yeah, there's a folder in the back. And then there's notes, which I always like. So I always, oh, doodles! I didn't know I had doodles. That's cool. Oh my gosh. But yeah, so that's that. Okay, and then I also went to the store mainly for a notebook. I spent a lot of time looking between these two notebooks. One was College Ruled. Oh my gosh. Did I check if this was... Oh, thank goodness. I thought this one was not College Ruled. One was College Ruled and had like an outdoor scene on it. And I like the outdoors, so I thought that was cool. And then one had a raptor on it. It had a dinosaur. And it had like a whole bunch of like parts of the dinosaur, and I thought it was cute. And I really liked that cover the best, but it was wide ruled. And I know this is like a very trivial argument in my head, but I really like College Ruled, but I like the dinosaur better, but they didn't have that one. And I was like tempted to just get both. So I was carrying around both notebooks, and I needed a notebook. I have nothing to write on except for my sketch paper, which is a waste of sketch paper, which is why hence the planner, and then hence a notebook. I found this one just lying there, like in the planner shelf, and I was like, oh my gosh. It's, you know, decently cute, kind of matches. Not my favorite design, but it's a design. Kind of looks like wallpaper from, what's that movie? Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, you know, where like the wallpaper's flavored? Like this is what that kind of looks like. But I did really like it because, number one, it had a folder. Composition notebooks, which is what those two were, do not have folders. And I don't really like that, so this was nice. And then this is single subject, so I can I have a lot of pages on there. But anyways, this is the piece de resistance. This is what the notebook looks like. It's that style that's like, I think it's like the Princeton, or it's named after a college, Columbia or whatever, of like the most optimal writing. And I think maybe you could see it a little bit better like this. Yeah. Okay. So pretty much like you can design it the way you want. You can, like, this is the subject, like what it is, what day you're writing, what's the date, the things that you're writing. I'm not sure what the bottom section is for, maybe extra notes, but it kind of looks like that style, especially with like, it's like the 3-block thing. It's like what your goals are or something. I don't know. My therapist or they're not therapists, they're counselors, but they're pretty much therapists in high school showed it to me for better like studying and stuff. I need a blot. Ugh, I'm all sweaty. I think I should turn on my fan. Okay, I turn on my fan in my living room. We'll see if that helps. But anyways, I thought that was nice, and it's College Ruled, as I confirmed just now. And yeah, so, and it's eco kind, so the book is recycled paper, soy-based inks. I mean, I'm all for the environment too. I just didn't know what the significance of all that is saying. So what is that thing where it's like greenwashing or something, where like companies put like extra green things on there just to make it look extra good, you know, like the way that companies nowadays put protein on everything, even if it only has like 3 grams of protein. They're like, this is a great source of protein, when really it's like 10 goldfish and it's like 0.0001 points of protein, but at least it has protein, so you gotta mention it, you know. Protein washing. And then the last thing I got, oh actually I did get one more thing. I'm opening this up in a very good way. I got a whiteboard. It comes with a magnet and a marker. I'm gonna put this on my fridge. This is a really great way for me to view my to-do list, so let's put it up. Okay, so I'm not sure how much view you can see, but here it is. I guess I'll doodle, make sure the pen works. It kind of looks like a tulip, you know? Art class with Caroline. Here, I'll put a little V. I always like doing these. Probably can't see it that well, but that's okay. It's not for you. It's for me. And then a little magnetic pen, so that's cool. But yeah, I really, really like, my fridge is curved, I have now realized. So we're gonna have to put it on the straightaway here. Are you also curved? Okay, we might need to change plans. Okay, moving to a new side of my fridge that is not curved, as I now have realized. Look at that! She sits I did not realize my fridge was like curved like that. Like I knew it was, but I just didn't really think about it. These are my magnets I got in Europe. I'm gonna make some videos about going to Europe, so stay tuned for that. I'm gonna make a video about some things that I've realized since coming back from Europe. And yeah, so the last thing that I got that's the most exciting, I'll show you. She's hidden in this bag here. It's good that I mentioned Europe because I got this National Geographic book. So, I was browsing around Walmart. I had been in my house all day and I was like, I really want to do something. So, I was walking around. By chance actually, I passed by the book section. They have made that section smaller and smaller and they put it in really weird places. I thought it would be really nice since I just came back from Rome to have this as kind of like a coffee table book. And I'm not one of those types of girls that goes to Marshall's or whatever and gets coffee table books that are just like $30, $60 of a book that just sits there for design. I watched a video one time of this girl going shopping at Target. I'm sorry, I don't mean to judge, and maybe I shouldn't be judging, I'm sorry. But she went to Target and was like, oh, that book looks cute. It would look great on my coffee table. And that has been burned into my brain ever since then. It's been like 3 years now since I watched that. And I was like, you bought a book for like $60 because it looks cute and it would look cute on your coffee table? Just get a book you read. just read a book and put it on the coffee table. It's all the same. Oh gosh, this is where we get into like consumerism, you know? Like, at least have something functional if you're gonna put it on your, table. But anyways, I'm sorry. Very unnecessary rant, and I'm sorry to the person who did that. Maybe get your $60 back. That's all I can say. But anyways, I thought this was cool. Hidden Rome. It goes through all of like, oh, I was here. These are the aqueducts. I'm making a video, so you'll see it at some point. But I'm probably gonna split it up because we did a lot of stuff in Rome. I didn't film a lot towards the end, but I did film my last day, which was good because that was like one of the best days. So I just had such a positive time in Rome, and this goes through everything. It goes through all of the ancient sites. This is from the Forum. We actually got to see this because we bought the Super Site package. At least my dad did. Thank you, Dad. And this is a church that they uncovered in the Roman Forum recently. And something to note is the Roman Forum, like, obviously had a lot of sites that have been uncovered for a long time, but as they're like constantly digging through the hills and working at and like uncovering everything, they're finding new pieces that are like completely intact and have been restored really well. And you can't just go to the Roman Forum, walk around, and then go into the super sites. You have to buy the super site package. And I think it's fair because you are like funding the reconstruction. So this is like what you would typically see if you didn't like buy the super sites. But the super sites is €4 on top of your ticket, and I believe your ticket is like €8 or something like that. A super, super inexpensive add-on. I mean, €4 to see things that, you're not gonna see just walking around the forum. Very, very, very worth it. I highly, highly recommend it. There's not a lot of them to see, but it's just enough for you to really enjoy. But yeah, it's been super nice. So the book just has a lot of different pieces from the history, and yeah, I thought that was super cool. Here's the Colosseum. Something to note. This is so off topic, but actually no, I'll leave that for another video. That's not for now. But yeah, I just thought this would be really cool as a coffee table book that will be read by me many times, and it's gonna be read right now after I put all my trash away. But yeah, thanks for walking with me through my stuff. Oh my goodness. I'm very nervous to start work, but I haven't worked since January because I've been in school, and then I moved, and then I went on the Europe trip, and now I'm here. And I think it's been really hard to transition because it's been 5 years that I've been in school, and like I've never actually had a real job before. Like I've had my summer internships, and those are real full-time jobs doing what I'll be doing now, and in a different scale. But like I've had a real job before, but this is different where this is my purpose. I don't have school that I'm gonna go back to in a couple months. Like I'm working on real projects, and they need to put my best foot forward and learn and be smart. And I'm definitely scared that I'm not going to be good enough and stuff, but I think I have to give myself some grace because I'm not going to be like perfect at something that I've never done before. And it's okay to feel nervous because like it's been 5 years, like I'm transitioning into something completely new. Like I'm not supposed to be super excited and not nervous at all, you know. And I'm the type that always errs on the side of nervousness anyways. So I'm expecting it. I'm trying to get the wrapper off these utensils in a very safe way. Don't let my dad watch that, even though he's the only one that watches my YouTube videos. Hi, Dad. These they go together. Look, they really do go together. Oh, I thought it was, but I didn't know. Okay, cool. I'm gonna wash them, don't worry. And no, I'm not. I'm just kidding. And yeah, so I'm definitely excited. I'm nervous. I need a purpose in life. I can't just be staying at home, especially because I have no husband, I have no kids. I live in a very small apartment that's very easy to clean. Like, also, I'm running out of money. That's the biggest thing. I'm over here like buying myself a coffee table book, and all this stuff that I need, but do I really need it? You know, so I don't know. It'll be okay, you know. Everybody's gone through this before. Not everybody, but most people that have gotten a college job, or have gone to college and then gotten a job right after, have gone through this transition. And some people are better at handling it than others. I think I'm okay at handling it. My parents have both gone through it, so it'll be good. I think maybe if this job to me was an easy job, or what I classified as an easy job, it would be fine. But because it's not, I'm scared. I'm like, you picked me to be an engineer at your company? Are you sure? But that's just a lot of self-doubt talking. Like, realistically, and I've been trying to convince myself of this, by the way, is like, as long as I'm willing to learn, I can go in there and know next to nothing. Obviously, I need to know what a resistor is, you know, and basic electronics, which I think I do at this point. Then I should be able to learn anything. And if I've gone through the degree and at least managed to attempt any kind of subject, one subject that is so singularly focused, I should be able to do well. And it seems like my future boss is really understanding that I'm not going to be like a master at everything so far. And especially the subject is control systems, which I'm scared about. Control systems is hard. It's mainly for mechanical and, well, I guess I shouldn't say that. It's not mainly for mechanical. Control systems exist within electrical and mechanical. But their electrical is supposed to be harder because it's more math-based. The mechanical side is supposed to be easier, which I think it was. But I don't know. I think my teacher hated me. Anyways, yeah, these are some things that have gone to make me excited about my future job. I'm nervous about it, but it'll be okay. I have 2 days before the end of my life. And yeah. Yay being an adult.